Hey guys, welcome to another video. Happy New Year, first and foremost. Happy if you're not a fucking Burnley fan, put it that way. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel. Show your appreciation, it would mean a lot. Anyhow, forget all that. There's bigger fish to fry. As the title says, Leeds 3, Burnley 1. Now, I'm not just doing this because it's Leeds. It could have been us against Watford. This could have been us against Everton. This could have been us 6 games down the line. Enough's enough. Something has got to fucking change at this football club. Otherwise, you may as well just drop. Just go. I think for the majority of us fans now, we're already at a point where we're accepting relegation. We are already accepting relegation. We are literally season in, season out, surviving by the skin of our fucking teeth. Just for what? For this now? It's a joke. A third, what? Leeds third team, pretty much. Riddled with injuries, riddled with COVID, and we still can't beat them. And they dick us. The difference between us staying up and us going down is Maxwell fucking Cornet. One player is the difference between us staying in this division. That's how bad we are. You can see the difference in Chris Wood. He doesn't look like he's going to get 10 goals this season. Far from it. We saw it against Wolves. The fact that he spat his dummy out, him and Dash had a bit of a spat. Last season, there were 3 teams worse off than us. Worse off than Burnley, and now we're one of them. And I agree with everybody that's saying it, that everybody wants to say something, but they don't feel like they can. Here's the platform. Here's the platform. I'll be the mug. I'll be the idiot. I'll be the one that puts this video out. And you can clip it and you can do what the fuck you want with it. But I'm telling you something now. I am not happy. I would rather us go back to the shitty long ball over the top, shithouse 1-0 wins in a fucking heartbeat like that. But no, we're trying to play expansive. It's basically like asking Flaming a retirement home to try and do yoga positions. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. We're robotic. We're static. We barely move at all. Don't even get me started on the mistakes that happened today. Ben made a minimum of 4. Tarkowski playing like he couldn't give 2 flying shits because he's already off anyway. He's like, oh, Billy Big Bollocks, I'm off in January. It's fine. If I mess up, I mess up. See you later. What is the point? What's the point? I'm doing this video because I wanted to get it off my chest. And I'm not being funny. I recorded an 11.5-minute video earlier, and I just thought, you know what? No, I'm going to give it you straight off the cuff because I'm not just going to record a video and then put it out there. I'm going to tell you as it is, live, because that's how I feel. I'm upset and I'm hurt at the fact that it's not the fact that accepting us going down is fine. I can deal with that. I am fine with that. Us going down, you know what? I loved the Championship days. I fucking well enjoyed them. You know, the chasing the Premier League and stuff like that. They were proper banks. I loved it. It's the manner in which we are going down. The manner in the way that we perform. I have got 2 to 3 things I can pull Dash up about. And I'm not saying it's Dash's problem. Stick with the guy. Stick with him. But I'm telling you now, he needs to adapt. You can't expect this experienced squad to, you know, that's what he calls it anyway, experienced. No, it's not. It's old, it's aging, and you need to change it ASAP. Why do you think Barcelona were in the shit? Because they didn't replace Xavi and Flaming Iniesta and Puyol and stuff. They didn't replace that quality. And we don't have anywhere near that sort of quality. We've got Maxwell fucking Cornet, that's it. Dwight McNeil was our source at one point. And then all of a sudden Cornet comes in and it's a case of, right, okay, you'd expect McNeil sort of like, half of the workload's been taken off me. I can play my natural game. No. Up front, we've been screaming out for a pacey striker for fucking years. Years. Since Andre Gray left, there hasn't been one. We've had Austin, we've had Ings, we've had Andre Gray, and then we've had two big championship shithouses up front in Wood and Barnes. You can't play expansive football with a bunch of fucking has-beens that will not, even if we do go down, or say if, sorry, when we go down, will literally not get us back there. Because they won't. Cornet will leave with a nice flaming pay packet from a relegation release clause. Other big hitters, Pope will go. What's the only positive? Oh, but we'll get some money for them. Yeah, not as much as we would have had if we were higher up in the division and we knew we could flaming bring in replacements left, right, and centre. Cornet came to us, and it's a risky signing because we don't delve into the foreign market. We delved into it for once since D4, and that one paid off. Cornet paid off. Cornet's off to AFCON soon. That's us back in the shit. Like, what do we have to do? There's no creativity. There's no spark. There's no urgency to get going. 3-1 today against Leeds, and our goal was from a 25-yard free kick. Now, yeah, on the basis of the game, fucking beautiful goal. Stunning, wonderful, brilliant finish. Leeds could have had a fourth. Rafinha with an open goal puts it into the side netting. Just Leeds goals. Stuart Dallas took his goal well. You know, I've got nothing against it. I'm not taking anything away from Leeds, to be honest. You can't. As much as I can't stand them. I can't stand them. And that's not just the Yorkshire, Lancashire thing. I just can't stand Leeds. They get away with fucking murder, season in, season out. They battered us. They battered us with a third-string fucking team. Yes, we've got injuries. Yes, we've got flaming this and that. And we had to bring Dale Stevens on against Man United. Fucking, that shows how desperate we were. But for what? For what? Don't worry, it's not sponsored, but I'm something Dead Pony Club because that's where we are. Like 11 shot dead ponies on a pitch. It's absolutely embarrassing. Like for like substitutions, Dash. What the fuck is all that about? What is that all that about? Oh, bring Cornet on at half time. Absolutely brilliant. Best thing you've done. And then what? 10, 15 minutes later, oh, let's take Lennon off and bring Rodriguez on, but then put Cornet back out wide and put Rodriguez up. So we're back with stiff idiots up top. So the creative player that's come on, changed the game and give us a bit of momentum, you decided then to drop back. It's not the fact we're going down, people. It's the fact of the manner of how we're doing it. And it hurts. And it hurts. I was happy with the way we were playing boring, long ball shit. You know what? I could deal with it because we were actually getting results. But now we're trying to do something we're not fucking capable of, and clearly can't execute it. people that know me in this, I've not looked at your comments yet, and I will get to them in a moment. But I'm telling you something now. People who know me know I'm not the sort of person that will come out, rant and rave, and have a say. And as I said to you, I don't give a flying hoot if this gets clipped or anything, because I'm passionate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's a matter of opinion. I'm passionate, and I'm hurt. I'm hurt that my football club are doing us fans dirty like this. That's what hurts the most. We will work a full week's wage just to be able to go see a game and spend £100 of a £300 a week wage on watching our football club. Where at the minute, we've got a bunch of players that can't even give a shit. They're just there to pick up a pay packet. We are in a transitional period. Alan Pace came in, what, a year ago now? And okay, you come in at the midst of a January window. It's not going to happen because he's still adapting to stuff. But we made some decent signings in the summer, and it's not, it's not come off. It's not prevailed because the rest of the squad is still the same squad from 4 or 5 bastard year ago. All those fans want is to see us get results, but we don't even look like we can be arsed to fight for a result. You saw it for about 5 minutes in that Leeds game for the start of the second half. After that, you got nothing. No urgency. Just absolutely nothing. It hurts to see all this crap happening. Like, where do we go from here? Southampton, Leeds, they dropped down the divisions, but they dropped down the divisions because they spent shitloads of money and it bit them in the arse. We've not spent money. We scream about the fact that we've got a healthy bank balance. We don't need to worry about it. We've gone from Burnley, the selling club, to Burnley, the retirement fucking home. That's where we've gone to. We've not raised the bar, we've lowered it. The only bar we've got is to help the flaming players in and out of an arse bath. Do we even run around a pitch? It's becoming desperate. One win. At the moment, we are on to match Derby for the same amount of wins in a season. That's pathetic. Pathetic. And people will tell you, oh, you'll be fine, you'll get out of it. And I want to believe that. I want to believe them. Of course I do. I can't. I can't. I will literally live, breathe, and die by this football club. I love this football club. This football club is the love I have for this football club is up there with the love I have for my children. I love this football club. I live and breathe it. When people say eat football, talk football, drink football, whatever, sleep football, that's what it is. That's why I do this channel, because I absolutely adore my football club. But sometimes you feel let down by those you care about the most. We keep hearing the same shit. It was a spirited performance. It was, it's just about those fine margins. Fine margins, fucking out 2 words that we've heard for the last God knows how many years. Today was a must-win. In my opinion, today was a must-win. Do I want to be a pessimist and look at it as it was a must-not lose? Either way, we still fucking lost it. I don't know what's going on. I don't. And it. This hasn't just stemmed from this game. And I know I've already said this, but it hasn't just stemmed from this game in particular. This game was the icing on the cake for me. I am pissed off I'm pissed off with the FA. I'm pissed off with the Premier League. I'm pissed off with Klopp. I'm pissed off with Tuchel. I'm pissed off with Pep. We can't fill substitutions. One midfielder injury, and that's us knackered. Chelsea, you have 60 players out on loan, mate. Recall them all back. Send 5 out to each Premier League team and you'd still be fine. Oh, let's make 5 substitutions, Pep. Let's have 5 substitutions. Doesn't make one till 80th minute. Klopp having his usual whinge. But he's happy. Oh, he's probably ordered a takeaway. He's as happy as a pig in shit now that's seeing Burnley lose, isn't he? I don't usually do this. This isn't me. This is out of character. This is out of character for me. I'm sorry. It really is. But sometimes you've just got to get it out your system. And if this showcases how passionate I am about my football club, how much I love this football club to bits, then so be it. Put it in a video. Who cares? Let's see what some of you guys are saying. People clearly want the popcorn at the ready. Yeah, feel free, mate. Feel free. Enjoy. David English, am I all right, mate? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Simply put. Simply put. I don't even know what to say, yeah. But yeah, engage. People, put your comments in. Get them in. What do we do? Danny Taylor says, always thought we were in trouble, but thought we'd come good eventually. And today I'm convinced we're down. 4 wins in 30 games. At what point do we question the manager? Sorry, hello, happy new year. It's true though. Some blame's got to go to Dash, as well as the players. Don't get me wrong, it's a mix of both. There's yin and yang in everything. I'm fed up of hearing the same excuses. Experienced squad. They've been in and around this situation. They know how to deal with it. Stoke had been in and around that situation as well. They also went down. Didn't stem them any good, did it? Happy New Year to you all. Thank you for coming in, commenting. Stephen James Taylor says we need to try younger lads not to lose. I agree. There'll be more fucking fat and hunger in those younger lads than there will in some of those old buggers that are flaming just ready to retire and claim flaming rent from the properties they've developed and put money into. Tom says sharp, but he can't point finger at Dash, which I've said. And Kurt's got this is Garlick's lack of it. Not Garlick does have a big play in this, the lack of investment over 4 years. But I do also think that we need a bit more. We need a bit more. He knew we were fucked, and that's why he sold up. I 100% agree. Garlick is up there with John Bond. Definitely. Rich says, hope you're okay over the next few days. Kate, I'm sure she will be, as long as I stay out of the way. Now, you don't want to know what happened. It was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Shit show of a performance. Literally, we had belief for 2 or 3 minutes because Kone scored a 25-yard screamer of a free kick. Other than that, the chances for Burnley were non-existent. Pretty much non-existent. Great to see you back on YouTube. Yeah, it's just a shame that 2022's YouTube scene has started with this absolute fucking shitstorm. So, but it is what it is. It is what it is. We've been down this road too many times, being so close to relegation, being so close to the drop. Last season, there was no arses on seats. It was all behind closed doors. This season, for me, would have been a case of if I was in Dash's shoes, which he likes to talk about now, getting them handmade in Northampton or whatever. I'm not being funny, but you have set the precedent for this. You are the one that should have said, right, we've survived last year without that 12th man behind us, without the fans. We have the fans behind us now. Let's get some belief. Let's have a good season. None of that. None of that. Fans are paying hard-earned money. Fans are paying flaming whatever money they can scrape together to come and watch a team that basically feels like they don't have the knack to even grind a result out. Rich says, I didn't see the match. Was the score a fair reflection of the game? Leeds should have won by far more. Far more. Rafinha missed an open net. Dallas scored a worldie, to be fair, from range. It was pretty decent. That's how dejected I am. I'm saying fucking Leeds goals. Oh man. We just want some fight. That's all we want. Is it not too much to ask? Just for a bit of something. Now says I have a bad feeling about Burnley, mate. I feel your pain. More than pain. I feel like I've just found out my flaming family members just passed away. So it's ridiculous. Rich says, smash the likes, help support channel. Yeah. Guys, please do. I don't even know what to say. Tom says, never fear, Eric Peters is here. Shit me. We are clutching at straws, aren't we, Thomas? We are clutching at straws, my friend. Missy says, between Cornet and Pope, they're the ones holding Burnley together. Really need to find their passion to keep us up there because they're slacking with passion at the moment. There's passion. You see glimpses. You see glimpses of what we used to be every now and again. And then it just goes back to almost like it comes out like in a puff of smoke, like a magic trick. Like, wait, you expect to see that this magic trick's happened. It's not. He's not even done the magic trick. It's just a puff of smoke's there, but you think they've done it. They haven't. They've done nothing. Rich says, still 4 or 5 teams down there. Better hope Newcastle don't get it together. I couldn't give a flying hoot about Newcastle. They're going to put the name in the ring for everyone. It could be Chesterfield are linked with League Two player who's been outcast in the squad. And Chesterfield will get a link saying Newcastle will link with them. That's what it's going to be with every single player. You know it's bad. You guys know me. Got a plate here full of pizza. Where's my appetite? Same place Burnley's had that passion locked away. Stephen Taylor says, I think Americans will try and get some players. Hopefully we could do a one eye on getting out of the championship next season. That's what I want before. 100%. 100%. Now says it's passion, mate. That's what I was about to say. I love your passion, mate. You say it as it is a state fact. Well, that's why I do this, because I want to state facts. I want people, if people agree with what I'm saying, tell me. If you think I'm being a bit far-fetched with it, tell me. It's all a matter of opinions, and I respect your opinion as much as the next person. I really do. I'm just fucked off with the amount of times we're going to games recently, and there's that optimism around it. And for why? Why am I going into a game feeling optimistic? Because there's not even any hope for optimism. Tarkowski is playing like he's already flaming made the move, and he's just winging it. He may as well have played in a fucking Leeds kit today. Charlie says, hi. At this rate, I don't know where we're going to get wins. I don't, mate. That Watford game and the Everton game couldn't have come at better times for us. And then Watford found out 2 hours before kickoff. Everton tried to get it called off. Premier League said, no, the game's going ahead. But 3 players wake up with cramp in the morning. That's it. That's 3 more injuries. Sorry, game's done with. Bollocks. Transparency is needed. We need transparency. We need to see injury lists. We need to see COVID results. Well, that's what we need. None of this. Oh, okay, then we'll call it off. All right, EO, fucking calm down. Tom says, I think there was an amount of fat. However, there is a massive difference in quality. Tark's head has been turned. Totally agree. Lawton is losing it. Yeah, Lawton has been key, but he's starting to slowly go back to it. Cork is past it. Barnes, Jane Vids, not prem quality. Lack of investment has bit us in the arse. And it's like we knew it were coming in the last 4 years. Exactly. That's what pisses me off more, that we know this. We know this, and yet it still gets to us because you've got that passion. You've got that fire in your belly every match day. Just to be fucking let down again. But in particular against a third tier Leeds side. That's what pisses me off the most. Tony Wander says, Garlic is laughing all the way to the bank. Without a shadow of a doubt. He can't wait. He'll be like, wee-hee, that's it. Straight away, they'll be going straight down. And I'm quids in. Talk MU, hope you're well. Chin up, down. There's plenty of games left. There's plenty of games left, mate. But there's plenty of games we ain't going to win. Telling you now. Charlie says, Collins is young, start him. He's not going to... The thing is, right, he's young. Nathan Collins is young, and every time he's wore a Burnley shirt and played football for us, he's actually been pretty decent. He's young, right? If he was to do what Tarky did today, we'd be like, fair enough, he's young, he's still learning. But no, when you've got 2 ever-presents that have been in that side, in Ben Mee and Tarkowski, and you've got Ben Mee fucking up 4 times, you've got Tarkowski doing it pretty much regular these days, it's becoming a bit of a farce. So, yeah, I agree. Get Collins in. Because it'll rough and ready him up. This is the sort of season that will ground a player like Collins. This is the sort of like, shit, I need to dig deep. And by the end of the season, he'll be on holiday, still blowing out of his arse, but realise that when he comes back, it is what it is. Tom says, make sure you post this video on the Burnley Aces Facebook page. The chairman's wife follows the page. Well, if anyone wants to share it, head on over to Turf Morehouse on Facebook. Share it over. Get people's comments. Good or bad, I don't give a shit. Today's been one of them days, and I'm sorry, it just has. As I stated at the beginning, it's not just the fact we lost to Leeds. This is on a mass scale now. Nelly, me old mucker, how are you doing? Can't defend the team when they can't defend themselves. There you go. There you go. There you go. Earlier on, prior to going live, in that 11-minute video that I did, I was ready for crying. I will not skirt around it. I was ready for shedding a tear because it hurts. It kills me that we are pretty much becoming a laughingstock. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Mark says, big up, always here. Cheers, pal. Tony says, you would think with Rovers taking our Premier League slot would be enough to put fight in the... Well, yeah. That's another thing as well. We started the season going, bastards get battered everywhere they go. For what? Ever since we started bastards singing it, they started playing well. They've got more, as somebody said earlier, fire in the bellies. They've got fire in the bellies. That's the only positive now. The only positive for us is that they're having this good season and they're on a high. And then during this window, Brereton Diaz, because obviously, he's foreign now, basically he gets a move and they just fall to shit. They fall apart. That's pretty much our entertainment for the season now, hoping that they fall apart after January. Charlie says, just try to get it out of your system, mate. Someone's got to. Otherwise, I just sit there mute, bottling it up until the next game, when then it adds just more fuel to the fire. Mark says the same. You love the team, unlike the players, they're there for the payslip. They are. They're there to chase a wage. They're happy to chase a wage. They'll put a fight in to chase the wage, but they won't put a fight in on the pitch to chase the ball. Yes, I'm just wondering why you aren't this passionate in our relationship. Just kidding. Chin up, chest out, love. There's a lot of chest to go out, isn't there? Oosh, look at them bad boys. It is. It's hard. Tom says, like I said before, you can put loads of fat in and energy, but when you know you're at the standard, you're not at the standard anymore. You back off and give the extra yard and try and stay rigid so you don't get embarrassed and caught out of the structure, which is what we saw at the beginning of the season with players like Eric Peters. And then it's just all crumbled. Everybody else has started doing it. Is that how it's got? Is that what training regime is? Oh, everybody, look what Eric's doing. Do that. It pains me doing this. It really does, because I don't like having a go at the football club, the club that I love, the club that I've supported since I was a young kid. And you can all have your little spats about whatever. But I won't even call this a rant. I'd say this is more just me spilling the passion out that I have and wanting to flaming put a word on it. Actually just get my word out, get my opinion out, get my voice heard. Guys, hit the nail on the head again. Nobody wearing the badge on their sleeve. No, there's no heart on the sleeve. There's no badge on their sleeve. They couldn't give a crap. Mark says, you need to get your voices heard as an entire fan base. It's getting to that. We usually do back them. We can go 1-0 down and we'll still scream and say, come on, boys, let's get going again. Sunday league tactics. Come on, lads, get your heads up. It's still 0-0. You can't keep saying that at 2, 3, 4, though, can you? All the time we were level, I knew Leeds were going to do something. Yeah, because they were. For about 5 minutes after the goal, 5 to 6 minutes, we had a little bit of urgency about us. And after that, Leeds dominated again. That miss, that open goal miss from Rafinha, should have been the kick up the arse we needed. The last time I've seen Burnley had a kick up the arse after going 1-0 down was against Bastards in 09, or 08-09. Rhodes put them 1-0 up, then he hit the post. As soon as he hit the post, that rate, we actually booked our ideas up and ended up winning the game. We turned the game on its head. That is the last time I've seen us pretty much go, whoa, and have a bit of fart back. Now, other people will probably correct me with other results. Okay, the late goal against Palace when we won 3-2 on the counter-attack, stuff like that. I get that. But I mean, in terms of a game that means something, the Palace game at that time was just, we played Palace. We are now in a position where we are looking and staring at the trap door. All other fans from clubs take the mick out of how bad we are. 100%, 100%. Couldn't have put it better myself, mate. Matt says that they have a system that has been installed all through the ranks, and it's been so hard and relentless. You will have to stay and send them up, and your owners have allowed the embarrassment to happen under their ownership, which is an absolute shambles. The thing is, Charlie, I don't even think Connor Roberts is the answer. We've got nothing in terms of firepower. Absolutely nothing in terms of firepower whatsoever. Even Chris Wood's dried up. Chris Wood has dried up front. We've had a player that's come from the hearts of playing Champions League football to a team that pretty much probably wouldn't look out of place playing Kirby on a cul-de-sac. It's embarrassing. Mark says you can join me for my dart stream, counselling. I know where I'd like to throw some darts, mate. I'll tell you that. Tell you that for free. Stephen says, for me, if Wood scores early doors, we are different. Yeah, as I say, apart from that chance and the one on the edge of the box and Cornet's free kick, that's the three we had. That was it. That was it. Leeds peppered us with balls into the box, hitting them from the edge of the box. We don't do that. It's a case of getting as far to the flaming corner flag as possible, or as far to the byline as possible, and then trying to find Chris Wood at the near post. And half the time, he's not even there. Just think, 18-19 season, we had Europa League games, but our squad is literally the same. I don't know what's happened to us. The thing is, as I've said to you though, right, and I've said it a few times, there's a lot of fans that say it's the same squad. They got us to Europa. You know, Leicester had the same squad for 2 or 3 seasons after they won the league, and they didn't reciprocate the same thing. It's one of those, you ride your luck season in, season out. That season, however, that we got there was because we kept shithousing 1-0 wins. Leicester won the league by shithousing 1-0 wins. We've seemed to forget that method now. We seem to be going more expansive, giving ourselves wide open cracks at the back. And then 60-odd minutes comes to play. Opposition manager will throw another midfielder on for them. And that's it. We literally just go like, that's it. Open up. Look at the end of last season. Look at the way we started this season. Went 1-0 up in games and ended up losing them 2-1. So, yeah, I am going as far back as the beginning of the season because we've been dire. Tom says, trust me, I'm as pissed off as you and all the others on here. I sat in director's box at Old Trafford last week and was laughed at full time, and sat down country lane up way home today watching the game on a stream instead of going home and seeing my family. The only thing we need to ensure is making sure that the turf is rocking the next game and we instill that belief back in the players. I'd love to. I mean, the Huddersfield game, chuck it. Chuck it. I don't want us in the FA. Who gives a flying fuck about the FA Cup? Who gives a flying fuck about the Carabao Cup? Get rid of them for this season. For Burnley, don't participate. Chuck the game. Don't even take part. Let them win it back 3-0 on the back of just not doing it, not taking part. Because what's the point? We're not literally sat there going, we're not going to fight for it, are we? I'm not going to fight against Huddersfield. Christ, that'll be like, oh yeah, you've got your second win of the season. Well done. Well, no, sorry, we're more than that because obviously we beat who was it in Cup as well at the turf, but the Oldham, I think it were, or Rochdale, whoever it were. We just, it's just getting desperate. Robbo is class going forward, Dan. Yeah, yeah, but he's currently out, injured. I mean, hopefully he's going to be back soon, but I don't know. Missy says, I don't think the issue is the current owners, Mark. I think it's the previous owners who have allowed Burnley to get in the situation by not spending money on younger players who have pace. No. How many years Burnley have been screaming out for pace, and the only time we get pace is a bloke that bars the club? Couldn't be any more Burnley, could it? The current squad is struggling, it's clear to see. This is bleak, but if we go down, what are we going to do? Aging squad, Pope, Tarks, Taylor, Cornet will all go, and the rest have no legs. Maybe going down for a few seasons will help us rebuild a new footballing philosophy and style. Our identity as a club is very defensive and negative. I've said I agree with you, but as I've said, Southampton did the same thing. Leeds did the same thing, but they went down because they'd spent money and stuff, and they went down and tried rebuilding and going back up. But we haven't got that. Southampton had this wonderful academy behind them that churning up Gareth Bale, Theo Walcott, and all this stuff, James Ward-Prowse. We've churned out Ali Koike, who's ended up leaving us on a free for game time and goes to Bristol. Bristol is at Bristol Rovers now, or Northampton, wherever he is. Josh Benson even left us to go to Barnsley. Won't be long before Anthony Glennon and Mumbongo go, nah, I'm off skis. I'm not going to get football here because you're still sticking with Chris Wood, age 53. The thing is, rebuilding wouldn't be a bad idea. It wouldn't. But if it had its guarantees of being paid off, is this what Coyle meant? Bolton were 10 years ahead? Is this where our demise starts coming through? I don't know what to say on that one. That's a wait and see, isn't it? But Matt says even your main style is either not being installed or being employed incorrectly. Yeah, as I say, we've gone from a defensive side that will literally shithouse a 1-0 win on set pieces to a side that haven't scored from many set pieces and trying to be expansive and play on the front foot when you've not got the squad to do it. You've got one player who's capable, and that's it. McNeil does not look like he enjoys playing always, got his head down looking at his boots. Yeah, this is what I mean. Cornet came in, and for me, that's when McNeil should have gone, right, half of the weight's been taken off my shoulders. I can play my natural game. And he's playing on the right. So he's got even scope to have sort of like an Iron Robin about him. He can cut in. Try and have a shot from the edge of the box. You know, like he did at Everton a couple of seasons ago. We know he's got it in his locker, but that's not happening. It's not happening. Every single player that goes near the ball at the moment is shitting himself. Charlie says, every time it's match day, I expect something different, but nothing changes now. Yep, same. I actually nearly put money on us to win today, and I didn't. And I'm glad I didn't, because that was embarrassing, and then I'd have been more embarrassed having to look at my bank balance, seeing that I'd put money on us to win a game when we've only won one all season. Like, there's passionate and then there's stupid. Stephen says that's because he's got a massive chip on his shoulder. Could be. I think Dash and Pace together can make some amazing changes if the money is spent. But I think Dash is too loyal to what he's now, but that's not getting us wins, unfortunately. He's too loyal to it. That's why Vidra's not had much game time to be able to be the player that he could have been if he got games season in, season out. You know, if we're going to see Cornet as a bit part player coming on from the bench every now and again, what's the point? because we only play decent, or I say decent, semi-decent, when he's on the pitch. Huddersfield are in great form. You'll lose even if you turn up. Yeah, yeah. Why not? Why not? Rochdale, top sulker. Yeah, yeah. As I say, I'm not usually like this. Really not. When will we see the investment in our new academy? Well, this is the thing. Apparently, we're trying to get academy status. How about we try throwing some people on the pitch that will, these players can aspire to be like, instead of aspire to be these people that are now coming towards the end of their careers, not giving half a shit. It's just not on. It's just not on. It's not a good precedent for those kids that are coming through. Although for them, they're probably thinking, if I have one good game here at youth system, I've got a chance of playing. But I doubt it, because as we stated earlier, Fleming Dash is too loyal to him. This is Open Bango goes though. Dan Mac, how you doing, mate? Says, wouldn't mind the rebuilding of the squad, at least something is being tried for the coming season, mate. Yeah. Yeah. I just feel hurt by it all. And I think the fact that you guys in the comments understand, you guys can resonate with how we're feeling at the end of a game, just makes me, I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I got this off my chest because it needed to be. Mark says, this has been on the card since Dash should give the new contract. Not saying he's sharp, but you need to reset, not a restart. No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant. If Cornet started today, we would have got something from that game, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Missy says, can't get academy status when the main team can't even get goals in the back. Oh, win. No, there is that. There is that. What's your thoughts on Hennessy? Well, against Man United, I thought he was decent. There was a save earlier on today against Junior Firpo that he reacted a bit late to, but he still managed to pull a save off. I think he's solid backup to Pope. Although he does scream a little bit of Joe Hart, and in terms of hogging his line, doesn't like to come off it much, apart from when Rafinha tried to lob him from range. But it's probably why I didn't want to come off it afterwards. Charlie says, what's the harm in giving Max Thompson a game and Lewis Richardson when he's fit? Yeah, I agree. Pointless putting him in pre-season if you're not going to give him a chance. They'll be hungry to get out there and prove you wrong and prove a point. They'll want to prove a point that they can cut it at that level. So you'll see a bit of fart from them. When you've got players that know that team sheet, season in, season out, knows itself back to back. Half of them players probably don't even have to put in as much fart in training because they know full well, I'll be at team sheet next week. I know I'm getting game time. It's fine. I could even be the shittest player in this training session today, and I would still have my name on that team sheet. It's not on. Not on. I have to shoot now, mate, but enjoyed it, more of it. But yeah, this is what's needed. People need to be transparent. People need to say something. We can't just sit there going, oh, we're a terrible result. Yeah. It wasn't a terrible result. The past couple of results have been fucking embarrassing. I actually looked at that point against West Ham and thought, you know what? That's a decent point. That was a decent point. But that point counts for nothing. As it stands, that point will count for nothing. You keep saying people keep saying about these games in hand and stuff like that. By the time they come about, Watford could be in good form. Everton could be in good form. Spurs are currently unbeaten under Conte. So who knows what's going on there? I don't hold hopes for him. Do I, frig? But hope you're well, Stephen. Cheers for tuning in. Thank you. Means a lot. Tom says, I think he's done all right, but made mistakes. Most keepers get a pre-season settle in. He hasn't. Couldn't put it better myself. Mark says, my granddad's a Leeds fan, but even he said, I feel that this is a tainted win as they're Burnley and Burnley are in a real mess. What does that tell you? Everybody else around us is laughing. But yeah, if we sit here and badmouth board, dash, players, blah, blah, oh, think about what happened here. Oh, the Orient game. No, bollocks. Bollocks to your Orient game. Bollocks to all this new shit or whatever, or Dash is trying a new thing. It's clear to see it's not working. We saw it at the beginning of last season when he put Wood and Barnes together, and they were misfiring on all cylinders. But he kept doing it every week. Why are you still keeping two players that can't hit a barn door with a banjo up front? But you were still doing it. Tony says, Lawton, Tarks, Cork, Shocking, Westwood, McNeil, Wood, played like a plank. Yeah, I agree. Gummerson, thank God he only played one half. All had worse games. I've seen them play for Burnley. 100% championship football next season and start all over again with younger players. I dread to think what those younger players are going to be. I really do. I really, really do. Yes, Chris, I decided to go live because I just thought I wanted to show people. I didn't just want to do a video and just put it up and out there. I wanted to show people how fucking fuming I really am at the fact that of the way this has gone, because it's not right. It's not right, and it's not on. Nippon, hi, big up to yourself. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. As in first team time, yeah. I'll have a look after I finish, mate. Don't worry about it. The missus says, I think they should mix it up with whoever is on the bench, see what works with change. We're still stuck with the same tactic. Don't change shit when you're still stuck in a 4-4-2. I saw somebody earlier say something like, got changed to a 3-5-2. Burnley won't know what to do. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I can't do that. I can't chase out there. Where's the left back? They'd shit themselves. They're at that age now where they probably won't adapt to change. So that's why we have to stick with the same fake bullshit game in, game out. With the goals Cornet scoring, he will be annoyed he's in a losing side at the end of the game. Yeah, he'll be annoyed, but I'll tell you something now. When he gets back to his apartment in Manchester or wherever he's staying, he'll be like, woo-wee, another goal. That's it. Keep them coming. In a poor side, I'm getting a move. I'm getting a big money move. And if I don't get a big money move, it's because obviously it'll cost peanuts because of his relegation release clause when we go down. Charlie says, I saw some fat from Mbongo when he came on last season. Chris says, I'm looking forward to playing Blackburn next season. Not even going to bat. Protest looming. I don't know whether I go that far. Not just yet. I mean, losing against Scunthorpe under Brian Laws, that was, yeah, that was standing outside the club, shouting Laws out. That was worthy of it. I think it's got to start from the stands at the moment. We can't just sit there and accept it. We've got to show how annoyed we are. And if we don't, then those players are just going to keep playing the way they are doing. Mark says, Everton will sack Rafa and could be on a bounce. Yeah. Agreed. He won't be bothered. He stands out even more, which will be great for his next move. 100%. Charlotte, Man City fan, big up. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I'm just ranting, mate. I'm just ranting. I'll tell you what, guys. After I finish it, I'll probably lie in that bed. And nibble away at that pizza and just think, day's gone. Because that's how I feel. I actually feel dejected. I really do feel dejected. And the miss says there's got to come a time Dash takes a step back and sees that the current format isn't working, starts making changes instead of excuses for how appalling Burnley are playing at the moment. Rich says too soon for Rafa being sacked. Bring back Chris Waddle as manager. I'd rather have Chris Forian. How's that sound, Chris? How's that sound, my old mate? How long is Dash's contract? Rich says he's just signed a 4-year contract extension. So yeah, as I say, for me, I don't even think it's a. I think Dash, if he adapts and changes to things, could actually get this right and put this right. But it's about bringing in the right caliber of player in bulk and not being loyal to the old deadwood that he's had for the last 4 or 5 seasons. You're a football manager. You're a boss. You're not there to be everybody's mate. You're there to get results. Now, don't get me wrong. You want that good harmony. I get that. But you've got to also, they've got to understand that's it. That's the business. Players go, players come. Players get older and retire. Players start stagnating at a club and they need to move on. Dash needs to handle that better. Matt says, message me after pal. Want to make sure you are good, mate. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed and passionate about the fact that I just want my team to do well. And it seems with everybody's comments in here that, you know, they're all of the same thinking. Missy's obviously just reiterating what I just said to Rich. Chris says, sack Dash, get in Ollie. No, you're all right, thank you. I am not that desperate. Ollie has a better record in the Premier League than Rodgers. There you go, Chris. Have that one. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it, son. No offence, though, pal, but Cornet has taken 5 steps back going to you. Yeah, probably. I said it earlier. He's gone from the Hearts of playing Champions League football to a team playing Kirby on a cul-de-sac. I won't beat around the bush. Chris says you could always pay to go to the match and then turn your back on the game, but what fans would be stupid enough to pay and not watch them play? Well, yeah, there is that. Simon, hope you're well. Says, yes, Dan. Hope you've had a great new year, but I know today was another nail in the coffin, pal, but I hope not. It is. It is. Rich says, still a lot of time to go this season, but can keep relying on crap performances from Watford, Norwich and Newcastle. It shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't be having to rely on other people's demise. We need to fight as it is before it's too late. But there is no fight, and nobody knows where it's going to come from. Kate says, I think Dash is good manager, but making bad choices due to his loyalty. Yeah. Tony says, it's time the journalist at the pre-match interview start asking robust questions. Yeah. 100%, Tony. You have hit the nail on the head with that. Not, oh, was that another bad day at the office, Gaffer? No, well, there were glimpses of a good performance in there. There were glimpses. What? Prior to kickoff, when you walked into Ellen Road, was that the glimpse? Because they looked like they was ready and up for the game. What? Because they walked in a Burnley tracksuit. It happens. Yep, Chris. I totally agree. Every Burnley player today. Mark, he was playing out wide in the quarterfinals of the European Elite, like you say, to a struggling Burnley. You need 11 players that have the ability mixed with the quality. Exactly. You can't start playing expansive football with a bunch of static arseholes who aren't willing to run about. This is just a matter of opinion. This is just a matter of opinion. And it's as I said, it's nice to see that people are with me on it. Mella says, hope you're well, Dan, but I'm delighted, obviously. Of course you would be. being a Watford supporter. But as I said, we're basically both relying on each other's demise. And at the moment, you're getting the best bet of it. Because I thought you deserved to get something out against Spurs. I thought you did enough to get a point. Chris says Burnley fans did that, I believe. It's 3 from 4 now. Remarkably over the course of their managerial careers, both Rodgers and I think you need a change in management and board needs to react now before it's too late. I don't think they will. They won't. And as I've said, I don't think it's Dash. I think Dash can change this around. But it needs to happen now. It can't be a case of waiting a matter of days or a matter of months. Something's got to give. We're in a transfer window right now. Use it. I don't care whether it's a shit window with it being in the middle of winter. Use it. Got to shoot. Cheers for this round. Well worth it. Catch you again soon. And thanks to all the other fans for showing their emotions and fight for the tip. Yeah. Cheers for coming in, Scott. Tom. Obviously, I saw let me mention your last name there. Went all school register last name first. But no, cheers, Tom, for coming in. And yeah, just giving your opinion on it as well. Really good. Hopefully we'll do these again as well, because obviously it'll be good to get other people on to voice their opinions as well, not just in the comments. Brush says, Popcorn Gang, hit that like button. Fair play, Brush. Cheers for that, pal. Mark obviously talked about Ollie. Mella says to Chris, I'm hoping we beat you 8th of Jan. So Kieran Dewsbury Hall doesn't beat us 3 in a row. But we also play them. We also play Leicester straight after you, Miller, as well. So you play them and then they play us. So it'll be interesting. Very, very interesting. Leicester have got 2 games that really they should probably win. Solskjaer, Melly are going down with the Clarets. And Chris says, Guy, give this man some support, subscribe to the channel and smash the likes. Let's cheer him up. I could do with some cheering up, to be honest. The missus has tried, as I've said to you, big plate of pizza, beer, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Tony says, thanks, good session. I have to go for my evening meal at least. I've earned it, unlike the players. 100%, mate, 100%. Go and enjoy yourself. Everybody that's been in here, thank you for coming in. Thank you for giving us your input. I'm sorry about ranting. I really don't enjoy doing it. It's not something I'm known for. But please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. If you prefer listening in podcast form, this won't be on a podcast. But obviously, check us out. All you have to do is search Turf Moorhouse on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for just being passionate alongside myself. And yeah, it's just, as I said, it's just been one of them days. It's been one of them days. I think I might have to go see these guys tomorrow. These are a Burnley set of lads that have started a mental health group for males of all ages. Casual Minds Matter. Do check them out on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter as well, if you are from around the local area, and get involved there. But as I say, we are on the hunt for 300 subs, and I'm going to do something stupid. So, I mean, waste not, want not. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. As people saying, evening, Dan. Hope you're well, mate. I'm all right. I am now. Now that I've got it off my chest. Probably come off this and I'll just be like, right, I'm going to have a shower and I'm going to chill out. I'm going to chill out. So that's me. That's me. Chris says, I was having a good day and was in quite a good mood. Now I'm on window ledge. There's always one. There's always one. Cheers, Rich. All the best. I say, guys, if you're new around here, please do sub to the channel. Drop a like on the video. And we'll see you soon with a preview. We won't be doing a preview for the Huddersfield game. But there'll be a preview coming up against Leicester. And as you can see from the comments, there will be this little rapscallion will be in there coming onto the show, and I'll be going onto his as well. So please do check that out. Also, we will have a new content coming out. So as of not this week, the week after, we will be doing Premier League predictions show. So everyone, do come along, and obviously get your points in. Let us know what you think, the way the results are going to go and stuff, and we'll just have a laugh. It'll all be banter. We'll all be having a bit of a chinwag and stuff. But there's that in the pipeline. There's a quiz coming as well. So let's keep it up. Just last couple of comments for people before we get off. Mella says, all the best, people. All the best to yourself, Mella, apart from Watford. I hope it's you that take that, take the drop instead of us. At the moment, we could be going together, my friend. Could be going together. Kate says, he's not just on the window ledge. He's literally licking the window. She's got you, Chris. She's got you, my friend. Nong Darko says, what's the point of giving Dash money for players if he won't use them? It's said it's come to this, but it's time for him to go. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, as you said, we've seen it with Ben Gibson, didn't we? He spent 15 million on Ben Gibson, didn't give him the game time. It's a good valid point, mate. It's a good valid point. I can't argue with that. And Chris says, I stopped licking windows when I left Burnley Care. And Statman Stubbs, trying to cheer me up, I'm guessing, says, still the best looking ginger I know. I'll take that. I will take that every day of the week. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Really does mean a lot. And yeah, let's just hope for a better bloody performance. Get this Huddersfield game out of the way. I couldn't give a shit about that. As I said, scrap it. Get done with it. It's the game against Leicester at the Turf. Let's try and do something there. Please. Just a spirited performance will be enough to get some sort of fight back. But let's show something. Let's hope and pray. It's going to be a long 2022. But let's see what happens. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Turf Morehouse on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. And yeah, people, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will see you again real soon. Peace out.